What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ride or Die Canines. So today we're back here in Boston with Dobie at Titletown Bullies Camp, and we got the Royce and Bams puppies. They're 7 days old, or did you say 8 days old?
Yeah, 8.
They're 8 days old today, and we're going to show you guys what we always talk about with all of our litters is early neurological stimulation. We're going to both show you guys how we do it here. It's very important with every dog that leaves our program to make sure we put them through this. Because this is going to give you a longer lifespan with your dog. You know, it's shown to improve heart rate, strong heartbeats. Dogs that may be dealing with a heart murmur, it helps fix stuff like that. Raises their immune system, makes them more tolerant to stress, stronger adrenal glands. So they're just all around better built dogs that are going to get a better lifestyle out of doing this. So the first thing we do is you hold them on their back for 5 seconds. After that, you hold them upside down for another 5 seconds. And you're just introducing low amounts of stress. After that, we got a cold wash rag here. If you guys take a wash rag, just put it in your freezer. We'll set it down. Set it down here. I'll point the camera down there so they can kind of get to see. He's throwing a little fit here. She's throwing a little fit. So we'll make sure we stay on there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you've seen that one right there starting to get off, that's what we want to see, guys. So after we do that, we're going to take a Q-tip and we're going to start to get the puppies used to people playing with their feet. That's what this does. Gets people used to playing with their feet. We're going to take another 5 seconds and we're going to take a Q-tip between each paw. We're going to go around the ears. We're going to go around the tail, around the little private areas, just so that these dogs don't start to associate that with, unfamiliar behavior. So that if you guys do have kids or anyone that's even a vet that's got to be touching these parts of the dog, and where normally it's uncomfortable because normally people wouldn't be touching these parts of the dog. So you get a dog that's not used to something like that, and it could really make the dog uncomfortable and cause a reactive behavior that is easily preventable by doing something like this, guys. As you can see, she's a little upset right now, but that's okay. What we're doing is introducing the small amount of stress to see how the dog rebounds from the stress. We understand that it's going to upset the dog and make it a little cranky in the moment, but we want to see that the dog is able to understand that this is just a temporary stress, and that as soon as we put it down, we want to see that the dog's going to resolve its own behavior. As you can see, we put it down just now, and it calmed down completely. Let me make sure we get you two little guys over here. So each dog will go through this once a day. And, this, guys, you'll see how quick this is. Does not take very long at all, even with a litter this size, 8 dogs. It takes just a few minutes. Man, I really love seeing these dogs here. After about the 5 second mark, you can see this one's already starting, only 8 days old. They're not even halfway through this early neurological stimulation, or just about halfway. And as time goes on, you'll see them successfully be able to get off that rag with no problem. And the way they react to the minor amount of stress that we're putting them through, you'll see go down more and more each time. And their eyes and ears aren't even open yet, and you're already showing them that when they start to get a little bit uncomfortable, that you have their best interest in mind and that you're going to help them out. But it really gives them a confidence booster. Can I say a Q-tip? Also gives them a confidence booster that they don't need to just be fearful about anything in life. Setting that tone right from the very, very start, guys. Right, we did this one. If you guys are on the Ride or Die Canines Facebook page, you guys can go ahead and ask all of our previous customers for testimonials about this stuff right here. It really does make a difference. We have done our very first few litters that we ever had. We didn't do the early neurological stimulation, and it is easy to tell the difference. Very easy to tell the difference. Just a whole different attitude on the dog at 8 weeks old. They're a lot more mellow. We do other things along the way as well. This isn't it, but this is where it starts. They're too young to do all that much right now. Another thing we start doing when they hit about 3 weeks, you know, they're going to be too young to be taken out in public and have people touching on them or letting them touch the ground. We don't let them do any of that till they at least hit about the 6-week mark after they've been vaccinated, and the vaccination's had about 48 hours to get into their system, because we don't need them catching anything that's very deadly out there, guys, like the coccidia, parvo, things of that nature. And so what we'll do in about 3 weeks is we'll put them in a laundry basket. We'll put them in a laundry basket, and we'll take them out to little public places. Put that laundry basket in a shopping cart somewhere like Lowe's or Home Depot. And we'll just let people walk by, see them. They can come over, look at them, talk to them, all that kind of stuff. But they just can't touch them. And what that does is it's already starting to socialize your dog, because socializing your dog doesn't just mean go out and let everybody come up and say hi to it. It's just exposing the dog to different surroundings and making sure the dog's comfortable in those environments. So when you take your when you take your puppy on a car ride, you're socializing it, because it's getting up in the window, it's seeing cars go by, it's seeing people in those cars, it's seeing people walk across crosswalks and stuff like that, and it's realizing it doesn't need to go up to these people. These people aren't here to hurt them, and there's no threats out there. And over time, that exposure just builds that desensitization. And now you have a dog that completely ignores distractions when it comes home. And I mean, another big thing a lot of people don't think about, when you have a litter of puppies that just sit in a box like this for 8 weeks, this is perfect conditions for a dog this age. But when they hit 8 weeks, if they've never left this box, the first time you take your puppy home and you go to the pet store to fill its toy box up with a bunch of toys, when that sliding glass door opens, you're going to see how your dog reacts to something it's never seen before. And if it's never left these 4 walls right here, you're going to see a very unhappy reaction out of that dog. You have a dog that's been socialized, that dog's going to walk through those doors. People are going to come up to it. The dog's going to have a tail wagging, head held high, chest out posture. You're not going to see that tail tuck, pee in, just fearful behavior. So we're trying to set these dogs up for confidence, building exercise, just as much success as we can have for them by the 8-week point when they get to you. And obviously these DuraWhelps are very nice quality whelping boxes. Dobie and I did this last time, his wife Samel as well. And the way they raise the litter, by the time those puppies went home, I don't think anybody had more than 2 or 3 accidents. Nope. And there's not much to it. They start, you just got to take care of them. You keep the area clean. They'll have their own little area in about probably 2 weeks once they start moving around, where they're going to use the bathroom in one spot and they're going to play in the other. So where they're using the bathroom at, they'll be cleaning that little area up every time they walk by and see something. The dogs will understand that in this little area they can use the bathroom, and every time they do so, you clean it up, because they don't like to be in a dirty environment. Now when they start using it out here, you would let them sit in it for a few minutes, nothing long term. You don't want the dogs to get infected or anything. But you just want them to know that, hey, if I go out here, it's going to be uncomfortable for me. I don't like it. And just like that, you're already starting the training for them. But all right, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates.